So far in 2025, I have read 86 books, and these are my top five. Quick disclaimer, these are the top 5 books that I've read this year. Does not necessarily mean that these books came out in 2025. I would love to say in no particular order, but in particular order, number 5, The Love of My Afterlife. Our female main character passes away. This happens very early in the book, and she's in this afterlife waiting room. She meets this man that she feels this insane connection with. She thinks this man could be the love of her life. However, it turns out that man is there by mistake. He's not dead yet, so he gets sent back to Earth, and she's like, wow, I can't believe I missed my chance. She makes this deal with her afterlife handler that she can go back to Earth for a certain amount of time. She tracks this man down, and she can make him fall in love with her. She can stay. If she doesn't... Number 4 is Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. Hendrix, who's this boss ass bitch. A stone cold businesswoman. She knows her worth. She's confident. She's not afraid to clap back at other people. I love a strong female main character like this. And then, of course, she meets this tech mogul who falls in love with her, and this man is screaming, crying, throwing up for this woman. The spice in this is elite. She's also dealing with a family illness. Her mother has Alzheimer's, so there's that storyline as well. Number 3 is The Women by Kristen Hanna. In this book, we're following Frankie, who is this naive young nurse who enlists into the Vietnam War in hopes of being with her brother. Unfortunately, she experiences all the realities of war and what it actually means. And then this book also deals with her coming back home and being told over and over again that there were no women in Vietnam. The story follows her life, her struggles, addiction, her family drama, so much. And I feel like this encompasses women's overall experience in the world. Number 2 and number 1, I was a little bit back and forth on, but 2 ended up being The Reformatory by Tanana Review. This is a historical fiction horror thriller. It plays in the 50s Jim Crow South. A young black boy gets accused of a crime, and he gets sent to this reformatory for troubled young boys. We're also following his sister's story of trying to get him out of there. Tough read, but I feel like everybody who lives in America should read this at some point in their lives, because this didn't happen that long ago, and I feel like with the way the world is going right now, we're forgetting where we came from. And then number 1, I am so glad that she's back. It was The Ragpicker King by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in her new adult fantasy series. This is not related to the Shadowhunter world. I would characterize this book as a fantasy with a strong romantic subplot, but it's not a romantasy. Following a sword catcher who's essentially this body double for the prince, except no one really knows that a sword catcher even exists. Any public situations where the young prince might be in danger, the sword catcher impersonates him. So we have the sword catcher, we have the prince, and we also have this girl from a marginalized group, and she is a healer. There's all this political intrigue, there's all this scheming in the back, of course there's fantasy elements to it. There's everything that you would want from a fantasy series.